Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fajar Fadhlurrahman Shiddiq, name 1907314. In this presentation, I will discuss the parts of engine. Engine is a very important component in a vehicle. Without an engine, a vehicle is just scrap metal that is placing to the air but cannot run. There are many types of the engine types: inline, V-engine, boxer, rotary, and V-engine. Each of which has advantage and disadvantage each. In the engine, there are several systems such as cooling system, lubricant system, electrical system, ignition system, filling system, starter system, and exhaust system. Engine consists of the engine cover, engine head or cylinder head, and engine block. First, we start from the engine head or cylinder head. In the cylinder head, there are several components such as injector to spray fuel, spark plug to burn the gas in the combustion chamber, a valve to regulate the exit or entry of gas, and camshaft to move the valve. Cylinder head is also connected to the intake manifold, which functions as an inlet air, and is also connected to the exhaust manifold as an outlet for the gas from combustion. The residual gas from the combustion comes out of the exhaust manifold or header, then goes down the downpipe into the catalytic converter, then continues into the resonator, then continues backward into the muffler, and finally can go out into the wheel. In the engine, there is also such a things as a carburetor, which functions to mix air and fuel with a ratio of 14.7 to 1. In brief, the way the carburetor works is the air entering from above or the air filter, then entering to the spark plug, the venture, and then entering the engine. The carburetor also has a choke and throttle, which function to regulate how much air entering the engine. In the carburetor, there is also something called a float chamber, like a small gas where is a small petrol pad to the venture and air and gasoline air mixer. Continue to the engine block. In the engine block, there are several components such as the piston, connecting rod, and crankshaft. The piston functions to compress in gas in the combustion chamber, which is then burned by the spark plug. The power generated from the combustion system is passed to the crankshaft, drop the connecting rod, and then pass it to the flywheel. Then at the bottom of the engine block, there is something called crankcase. Crankcase serves as a storage area for oil. In the crankcase, there is also an oil pump and oil filter, which are components of the lubricant system. Furthermore, at the front of the engine, there is a timing belt or timing chain, which function to connect off the rotation from the crankshaft to the camshaft. So that to the camshaft can rotation and press the valve with a rotation of 1 to 2. In the engine, there is also such a thing as a coil, high voltage cable, and spark plug, which is a component of the ignition system. This component generates an electric current which is then continued to spark to burn the gas continued in the combustion chamber. The electric current from the coil in the distributed trap out the spark plug by the distributor trap the spark plug wire. In the engine, there is also a fan belt. The function to the rotation, the power steering pulley, AC pulley, water pump, crankcase pulley, and others. Then the engine also needs to be cooled by the cooling system. Therefore, the radiator, thermostat, and reservoir tank are installed. The radiator serves to cool the circulating water to cool the engine. The water will circulate once it has reached the working temperature and the thermostat opens. Meanwhile, the reservoir serves as a place to store water reserves. So, in conclusion, the engine is a unit consisting of several components and several parts that work together to produce power. Without the engine, a vessel cannot move. The parts of engine starting from the engine cover, engine head or cylinder head, and engine block, which consists of several components. I think so many presentation this time. I apologize if there are mistakes and shortcomings. Hopefully it will be useful. Wabillahi taufik wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.